The cinema, or more commonly referred to as the movies, is a place for all. No matter how old or young or your background, at our core, all humans enjoy a great movie watch. Now, billions of people all over the world have different ways that they watch their movies. But for me, the pinnacle of film enjoyment will always be at the movie theater. In this how to, I'm going to show you how to have the most enjoyable movie theater experience possible. The same experience that I give to myself, my friends, and my families when I invite or drag them to enjoy the great medium of film. Now, before we dive into step one, or we dive into specifics on how to properly enjoy the cinema, how to maximize that enjoyability, I think we need to talk about something that's a little bit more outside of the box, that's a little bit more abstract. We got to talk about mindset. Too often, I don't think we truly appreciate the value that the cinema brings to the movie experience. It's my belief that the cinema operates in many ways like a museum or an art gallery where creatives put their artwork on display for millions to see. And I believe that cinema functions in that same way, where we watch the work of thousands of people that have been working their entire lives to give us something that they truly care for. And I believe when we watch these films, we have to treat these films with the same respect that we do those other venues, those other pieces of work. And I think that when we apply this different outlook, it creates a deeper appreciation for the cinema overall, maximizing that enjoyability. With the intro covered, with mindset covered, I think it's best if we move on to step one on maximizing the enjoyability of the theater. Step one being selecting the best theater possible. Now, many different people have different wants and needs in the theater. Some may want a high or low quantity of seating, or maybe the best sound system available. But for me, it's the comfortability of the seating and the selection of popcorn. So we're going to take a look at a theater here that's provided by Cinemark. So we're going to hit on the theaters tab, and we're going to go to the Santa Fe station. And we're gonna look for anywhere that says luxury seating. So that's what the industry likes to call it. And here we go, luxury lounger, luxury lounger, and a luxury lounger. So this is a good seat. This means that the theater is gonna have the reclining seats. It's gonna be very comfortable. So this is what we want to see. So this would be a good theater so far. And now we're going to go to food and drink. We're going to see if they have any kind of different selections of popcorn available. Classic movie theater popcorn. And it says that, and specialty kettle corn in select locations, which is a personal favorite of mine because I love a little bit of sugar and my popcorn, so that kettle corn would be amazing for me. So Cinemark theaters would be a good location for me, as they have those luxury seatings. That's what you want to look for in the website. If there's luxury anywhere around in the seating, that's usually good. And if they usually have kettle corn or different elements of specialty popcorns, that's usually a good sign. So that would be my recommendation on selecting the best movie theater. Okay, step two on going to the theater. You've picked the movie theater, you know which one you're going to, you like the popcorn that they have and the comfortability of the seats, at least how I would do it, how my guide is. Let's take a look at what we might need to bring to the movie theater. Some common wants is a good blanket. Theaters can be very cold, and I know my siblings or some people that I have gone to the movie theater with actually do like a blanket. And I want to point out some things that make a good movie blanket. Not heavy, not a heavy blanket. Not a blanket that you'd want to sleep with. I would suggest a lighter blanket, one that is portable, it is breathable, and preferably whimsy. The movies, you can go and see all sorts of films. So not a serious blanket, I like a whimsical blanket. I think this is a good example of one. It has a Mickey Mouse over it, so I think this is it's lightweight, movable, and it's a very comfortable blanket. I think this is a good movie blanket. Now, I want to talk about something that is very serious. The main reason why people might avoid the movie theater is the snacks. They like the snacks, they like the sugary stuff, but the price point is a little absurd. They're not spending, $30, $40 for a bucket of popcorn and a chocolate bar, right? So I want to address some of those issues, some of those concerns. Let's look at how we can avoid paying that price. For me personally, I suggest the flannel jacket method. Now, this method is very accessible as long as you have a flannel with deep pockets. My 511 tactical flannel is my preferred choice. And if you bring it in here, we can actually see the deepness of the pockets. Let me demonstrate for a quick second. That's pretty deep. And if you pull this up, it goes deep as well. And there's a third compartment. So let me display some of that storage capabilities. People love Oreos. They're a great snack. They love the cookie texture, but sometimes Oreos are not available at the movie theaters, but you want to bring in some Oreos. So with the flannel method, there is a Velcro gap here. And now this gap here is the perfect size to fit a whole sleeve of Oreos. Now watch this. Now, can you tell that I have a sleeve of Oreos? You cannot tell. It is the perfect size for a sleeve of Oreos, and when you pull up, who else is gonna have a sleeve of Oreos? Nobody else, so you're gonna be like the top dog there. Some other common things that people like here is a Rice Krispie treat, and it doesn't have to necessarily be these snacks. You can go with candies. I'm just showing you what's readily available at the moment for me, but just so I can demonstrate this with the flannel jacket method, I now have a sleeve of Oreos and a Rice Krispie treat in this flannel, and yet it looks undetectable. You cannot tell unless you have the information provided to you, unless you have good intel. Here is a Welch's Fruit Snacks. This is on the healthier option, not to say that it is healthy, because it is not, but it is on the healthier side. Look at this. This is going behind the Rice Krispie treat. Now look at that. I now have a sleeve of Oreos, a Rice Krispie treat, and a Welch's snack. But you're saying, hold on. I have so many snacks, but I don't have anything to drink. And I say, okay, hold on. So let's do a quick substitution here. Maybe you don't want the Oreos, you don't like the Oreos. Okay, let's go with a Capri Sun. Everyone loves Capri Suns. They're nice, sugary, a very good liquid to have when you want to go to the movie theater. So look at that. I have substituted the sleeve of Oreos for a Capri Sun, and it still looks as if I have nothing on my person. So this is a great method. I suggest the flannel method, and let me show you the flannel method in action. Here's my ticket.
Thank you very much. Have a great movie.
Okay, thank you. It's like she never knew. Picking the right movie can be tricky, but for younger people and looking for a more energetic, interactive movie, it's best if you go to a movie during opening weekend or opening day. Films that are big budget, interactive, and somewhat memeable have great value and great entertainment, especially at the cinema.
Chicken jockey, yeah!
if you're in a somber mood or bringing a more mature audience, dramas are always a safe bet.
Make sure to always book your tickets in advance. You don't want to be the guy stuck at the front. Trust me, it's a real pain in the neck.
I always recommend booking the corners in the backseat. For me, they offer a great sense of privacy while also being able to view the whole screen and having a great sense of audio. Plus, they avoid the negative of the strain on your neck of sitting all the way in the front.
Do you remember? Do you remember what you did to me?
Congratulations! You had an enjoyable time at the cinema. Now, we covered a lot, so it's okay if you had a pause. But we covered the thought process behind the cinema, going to the right movie theater, what to bring, what to watch, and where to sit. So it's okay if you had to take notes. But I'm hoping that what I've shared with you today, my own experience, will help improve your time at the cinema and also inspire you to go out and watch some more movies at the classic American movie theater.